So children, next we'll study about transportation in plants. We already know that how plants take simple compounds like carbon dioxide, photosynthesize, okay, energy stored in the chlorophyll. This all things happens in the leaves of the plant. But if the system of gear taking that things and system of doing the process is very far away, then how this happens, how the materials are taken to that place, how the target organs are receiving the things they require. If they are close to each other, okay, if they are close to each other, like example the soil contacting organs and chlorophyll containing organs are small, so energy and raw materials can easily diffuse to all parts of the plant body. But if these distances become large because of the plant body design, then diffusion cannot alone is not sufficient to provide the raw materials in leaves and energy in roots. So a proper system of transportation is essential in such situations. And the energy need of every plant is different. It depends upon their body design. Okay, those which are very big, which are very large, which are very huge, they have to the raw materials have to travel a long distance from soil to the leaves. So in such cases a proper system of transportation should be there. So plants transport systems will move energy stores from leaves and raw materials from roots. These two pathways are constructed as independently organizing with the help of organized conducting tubes. Okay, we all know the vascular tissue is responsible for conducting the food and water. Xylem, for example, is responsible for conducting water, and phloem is responsible for conducting the food material prepared by the leaves. Okay, but how they carry against gravity? Xylem has to carry water and other minerals against gravity. The movement is onward direction, it is unidirectional. So how does it work? How xylem transports the food, raw materials from soil to the leaves? Okay, which method is used or which process is used, which theory has been proposed for all these things, we'll study in our this class. Okay, so transportation in plants is mainly done by xylem and phloem. Xylem is the water conducting tissue and phloem is the food conducting tissue. Xylem will carry water against gravity, and xylem is made up of 4 types of elements. Okay, so xylem is made up of 4 types of elements. What are that 4 types of elements? Tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers, they are not helping in transporting, they are helping in storage and giving mechanical strength respectively. But the main conducting cells of xylem are tracheids and vessels. They are arranged longitudinally and one upon the other and makes a big pipe system from root to the leaves. Okay, now how does water get sucked up to the leaves from roots to the leaves? So one theory that is proposed which will help the water to go up is transpirational pull. You know what is transpiration? The excess of water is given out. The excess of water is given out by the leaves through the stomata. That process is called as transpirational pull. As the water evaporates from the stomata of the leaves, it creates a suction pressure. And this suction pressure pulls the water from the roots to the leaves through the xylem pipes. The xylem pipes means tracheids and vessels. Okay, it pulls. That pull is called as transpirational pull. Like if we suck a cold drink from a glass, when we suck, how does the water rises up? That is due to suction pressure. Same suction pressure is created by the transpiration process, and this transpirational pull will take the water up. Okay, and that is working against gravity. So the main process of transpiration, the main process of transpiration helps in the distribution of water from roots to leaves. Okay, so the function of transpiration is absorption and upward movement of water and minerals dissolved in it. It also help in temperature regulation. So it helps in moving the water from roots to the leaves, and also the temperature regulation of the plant, maintains the temperature of the plant. And how does root takes from the soil water? Root has root hairs. With the help of that root hairs, it will, by the process of diffusion, it will take the water molecules into its cells, and slowly it will be passed from one cell to another by diffusion. And when it comes for a long distance transportation, then transpirational pull helps in that. That was about the transportation of water. Okay, now the food prepared by the leaves is transported or distributed by the phloem. Okay, but the phloem distributes this food with the help of energy. It requires energy, means it helps in, or it takes the active transport method. It involves the active transport method, and the sieve tubes and companion cells of phloem helps in this. Food is transferred from the leaves to the xylem by the energy of, that I already told, by the energy of ATP molecules. And also osmotic pressure is created because of this, which makes the water enter the phloem and help in the transport of food. So this process of transport of food by the phloem to different parts of the plant body, it is called as translocation. Okay, and the translocation in phloem is achieved by utilizing energy. Material like sucrose is transferred into phloem tissue with the help of ATP only. And the osmotic pressure also helps in transporting the things from, or food from, high pressure to low pressure areas. So that was all about transportation in plants. Okay, in next class we'll study about excretion process.